Hello. Can you all hear me? Hey man, huge fan of your work. Your game reviews are outstanding. Oh, thanks man. Appreciate it. Here, let me turn this game up. I have no idea what the volume of this game is going to be since the menu is silent. Here, we'll try to turn this up a bit more. I've been watching your content since Sonic R. Oh, thanks man. That was an old one. I think it was like, what, 3 years ago at this point? So hey, welcome to the stream. I usually don't stream on YouTube, but I want to start doing it. Sonic Frontiers, full transparency, is a game I've already completed. But my next video, I think I'm going to be doing Sonic Frontiers, so I wanted to get footage, and I figured while I was getting footage, I gotta stream it to you guys, and, and interact and all that. Just saw your Mario Kart 7 review. Oh, thanks, man. This is so quiet. I have no idea here. We're just gonna go into the game, and then we're gonna find out what the volume is from there. In fact, I'm going to start recording now. Do you have the soap shoes? No, are those out yet? Also, does anyone know what the difference between these two modes are? I'm just gonna choose this one, but... No, we can't hear you? What do you mean you can't hear me? Do I like Sonic Frontiers? It's alright. I have mixed feelings about it. Overall, I enjoyed the playthrough, though. That being said, though, I'm also the guy who enjoys Sonic R, so I might be the wrong person to ask. Action style is infinite, much slower boost. Okay. You have to subscribe to the Sega newsletter? Yeah, I did. I didn't think it was out yet, though, for the soap shoes. What hardware am I playing on? I'm playing on PC. Because I do not have a PS5. And the only other console I have that would, like, run this remotely well is a PS4. My friend got this on Switch, and it runs very poorly on Switch. Like, not Pokemon Scarlet and Violet poorly, but the pop-up's still pretty bad. Did you receive money from winning that Mass Meteor game in Mario Party? Yes and no. He eventually did send it to me, but it was through the bits or whatever. And Twitch takes a lot of the bits money. Sup, Celllock? I can't stay for long, but I wish you a great stream. Oh, thanks, man. Really, you're the first person to say mixed? Oh, on this game? Yeah, it's a... I don't know, the thing is, like, I do overall like this game. But I'm not gonna, like, pull a blind eye and, like, pretend I don't see all the ways it could be better. Because there are a lot of ways it could be better. But I don't regret buying it. And it's fun enough that I did want to play the game for a second time. For a stream at the very least. What is my favorite Sonic game? I don't know if this counts, but I really like Sonic Riders, but that's not like a traditional Sonic game. I guess as far as traditional Sonic games are concerned, I really like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Kind of an obvious answer, but it is the correct answer. Sonic Frontiers review? Yeah. That's the idea. I want to play this on stream and get footage for a review. Also, does it save my settings for the... Because I changed some of these. I don't think it did. Maybe it did? I don't remember. There was a... there was someone's review I saw in this game. They were saying if you change the settings for the movement during these linear levels, it doesn't change them, but that is not correct at all. I know for a fact that if you change your control settings during the linear levels, it saves what you have. What's my favorite video game of all time? Probably Pikmin 2. That's been getting a lot of shit though lately. Supposedly somebody did a video on it shitting on it. I have yet to watch it. It's like an hour-long video. But because of that, everyone's like, Pikmin 2 sucks. But it is one of my favorite games ever. I don't remember how to play this game again. One thing that really threw me off about this game, first time playing it, is, first of all, Sonic controls very strangely. It works well for the overworld, or for these linear segments, it's very jarring. And also, a lot of like small things, like the boost being the triggers, which once you get going, it's not a big deal at all. I don't think this game controls poorly by any means. But, it's definitely, when I first started playing it, I was like, oh no. You sure? I don't think it makes a difference. I can check again. Also, what's up, Lonely Goon? What's going on? Because I could have sworn, the first time I played it, I was like, Sonic's acceleration's really bad. So I put it all the way up, and I could have sworn it made a difference. Next time I go into a level, I will double check, though. Sonic the greatest of all time. Thanks, man. I appreciate the support. Dude, Pikmin is phenomenal. Whoever hates on it needs to be taking a therapy. I'm assuming you meant, say, Pikmin 2, because we're talking about that. Yeah, there's a lot of people... So, from what I hear, often, when people do talk about Pikmin 2 and don't like it, they don't like the cave system. And if people don't like it, that's fine. I actually like the caves, because it presents a challenge not in the other Pikmin games. Because basically, like, in Pikmin 1 or 3, if, let's just say you lost, like, 60 Pikmin, right? It's like, oh, that sucks, but you just go back to your onion and pull 60 more out. But in Pikmin 2, if you lose 60 Pikmin in a cave, you're just down 60 Pikmin until you leave the cave. And that presents a challenge that isn't in the other Pikmin games I really like.
Find the Chaos Emeralds. Destroy the Titans.
I've only ever played one Sonic game, that being Colors on the Wii. Have the games gone better or worse since? It's a mixed bag. Some games have been better since Wii, some games have been worse. I think Generations came after Colors, right? Because Generations, I would say, is better than Colors.
Oh well. Some direction is better than none. Here we go.
Also, sorry, I wasn't really responding to the story. There's not really a whole lot going on yet. I think... Yeah, I'll try to get to a linear stage as fast as I can. I think it's right up here. So again, full transparency, I played this game right when it came out, and I beat it, but I haven't played it since. And I've been really busy since, so I already forgot a lot about this game. I like Frontiers more than Colors, to be honest. Yeah, I do too. I personally like Frontiers. For anyone who just joined the stream, that's something I was talking about earlier. I like Frontiers a lot. It's not a perfect game. But it's just fun to run around the overworld. I like how delineated everything is. There's a lot of variety as far as like what you're doing, because there's the boss battles, there's the overworld stuff. There's the more linear segments, the small puzzles. Even though they are simple, they do break up the gameplay in an interesting way, I think. I hate these. I will say these tutorials in the beginning of the game are very obnoxious. I don't think you can skip them. I already forgot how to do the combat. Do you have to unlock the side loop? You do, okay. Actually, I want to ask you guys about this. What do you guys think about the combat? People in the comments who have played this game. Because I've been hearing a lot of mixed things. I thought it was alright. My friends liked it, but I've been seeing a lot of reviews. They not a big fan of it. What do you guys think about it? Frontiers is obviously flawed, but it has its Sonic spirit, which has been missing for a while. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, the reason I was excited for Frontiers, even when it was like looking, because they released Sonic Frontiers, or they announced it, that was going to be open world, right? Everyone was excited. I was excited. And then that IGN thing came out, and it just looked really bad. But even despite that IGN gameplay, I was still excited for the game. Because Sonic in an open world environment is something I've wanted the series to do for a very long time. And I don't know if Boost Sonic is the best way to do an open world Sonic game, but they don't do it poorly. Again, this game's biggest strength is just the amount of content in the game as far as what you're doing. So what are people saying? Combat is good if you play it like a combo game. Yeah. It works fine, but the camera's kind of a real issue. I didn't actually have any problems with the camera my playthrough. Not that I can remember anyway. Jesus. I completely already forgot that the combat works in this game. What is parry? L and R? What do you think about updates releasing next year? Oh, I was actually really surprised to see that. So, for anyone who didn't see this, on Twitter, they showed that they're going to be releasing a bunch of updates throughout the next year. Like new characters, new stages, new story stuff, I think they said. I was really shocked to see that, and it's all free DLC. I'm excited for it, personally. I mean, free DLC is always nice to see. Please tell me why you changed the Gamer's Toolkit video thumbnail? I don't think I did. Also, apologies in advance if I'm very absent-minded. Playing a Sonic game and trying to interact with the chat is not easy. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. You just get it through a tutorial? Oh, you get... okay. It's kind of weird you just, like, all of a sudden you just have the side loop. I don't remember this at all. I thought you got it after being the boss. Oh, that just... the way the camera just locked. Also, the game just freeze? I think the game just soft-locked. Excuse me. I think the game just soft-locked. What? Oh, that was weird. What the fuck? That was very strange. That reminded me, though, the way the camera locked. Something that did annoy me about this game, playing through the open world, is that oftentimes it will just lock you into a 2D segment. And that in of itself is whatever, but there's no button to get out of it. So if you're, like, just trying to get somewhere, and it locks you in a 2D segment, you can't just, like, be like, press a button and be like, okay, I don't want to do this. You have to complete the 2D segment to get out of it. Wait, do I have to do all these in one go? You can pretty much skip 90% of the game with the fishing. You can. I actually like that, actually. Because, towards the end of the game, I was getting kind of sick of fighting some of the bosses. And the cool thing about the fishing is that they let you just skip any part of the game you want to skip. If you're just like, you know what, I don't really like the linear levels that much, you can just skip them. And, just have that sort of humility as a game dev, I think is really respectable, because, like, obviously as a game dev, you spend years working on your game, hours just for specific segments of the game. And you want the player to experience everything that you made for them. So, to just flat out be like, you know what, we worked all this time on all these segments, but for the sake of progression and just making the playthrough, like, you know, more smooth, you can just skip whatever segment you want. Again, I think it's really respectable. I actually like that part about the game. Here we go. Here's another linear level.
Return to the digital dimension again. Use that.
I do want to try the control thing, because I could have sworn that when you change the controls during the cyberspace levels, it did change. But I could be misremembering.
Not enough to make the one one?
Oh, I have to find another boss. Okay, hold up. Got an S rank on 1-2 my first try. I did not. That's pretty impressive. I didn't even get an S rank in, there's actually a few stages I didn't get S rank the first time. 1-2 was the only stage, though, that was remotely hard to get S rank, though. Oops. I'm surprised that didn't hurt me. I will say, I do like how they integrated the side loop, because one thing I was concerned about, just Sonic in general, right? Because you do an open-world Sonic game, like, what is going to incentivize you to attack the enemies? Because you have to, like, stop, you know, completely stop all your movement to engage with them. And that's still kind of a problem here with all the combos and all that. One thing I like about the side loop is that you're basically fighting while still running, which works with kind of Sonic's, like, you know, course, like, I guess, game design. Because that's there's a lot of open world like fan games out there, and they're all really cool. The enemies are kind of just placed around, and there's no reason to engage with them whatsoever. Not that there's always a reason to engage with them here, but something, if they do a sequel to Frontiers, more stuff along the lines of the side loop is something I would want to see. Oh my gosh. Because if you can integrate combat while making it so the player doesn't have to stop moving, that would be, I think, the ideal way to tackle it. Because in Sonic games, you want to run fast, and so if you have to stop every, like, 5 seconds to fight an enemy, like, that's not fun.
As you have done before.
Alright, so I got the gear. Let's go to cyberspace. I'm really curious about this. Because I could totally just be wrong. But I could have sworn that when you change the controls in cyberspace, it changes it, like, mid-level.
Return to cyberspace.
But if that isn't the case, I guess that would also make sense, because, like, they don't want... The games are all based on time, right? Or, sorry, the cyberspace stages are all based on getting the best time. And so if you just change your settings to achieve a better time, I guess that would be kind of cheating. So maybe that was their thought process. If it's not possible, we're gonna find out, though. Is he doing a no upgrade run? No, I'm just playing through. Alright. The pressing question of our generation. Let's find out. Okay, so that's how it is right now. Here, let's just turn all this down. And see if it makes a difference. Turning speed. I wish you could drag these faster. This should be enough to tell if there's a difference or not, but I guess we're gonna find out. Alright. How do I save these settings? There we go. Alright. Oh, maybe there isn't a difference. I feel like I definitely would have noticed. Interesting. Maybe the steering? So the thing I remember changing when I was doing this was, I was in the middle of a level, and I thought the steering felt off. And so I changed the sensitivity for the steering, and it felt better. So either I'm insane, or they let you just change the steering and nothing else. But as far as speed is concerned, it definitely would appear that it's not making a difference in the cyberspace levels. Anyways, let's reset this to default. Interesting. Leave it slow. I want to see what it looks like in the overworld. I just now saw that. When I get back to the open world, I'll go back and change it because I'm kind of curious too. Here, let me restart this so I don't get a terrible time. Fuck that up. I don't think I'm gonna be VS rank. I don't know the optimal strategy for this level or anything. Or the routing, I should say. Did I get it? I don't think I got it. A B, goddamn. Did not do so well. I think the top route for 1-2 is slower. Yes and no. Basically, so the top route is weird. So the way I took the top route, it was slower. But if you just use the hoops and nothing else, it's faster. S rank in 2 attempts and I donate another $10. Okay. Fuck it, let's do it. We're going for it. So where would you rank this of other Sonic games? Here, let me answer that question once I do this. Fuck, I fucked up. Oh, it froze. It froze. Okay, this does not count. It literally just soft locked. Okay, let me restart. This does not count. I don't know what's going on. This was not happening my first playthrough of the game. Not even A, so bad. Shut the fuck up, Matt. Oh my, I already fucked up. Okay, this is definitely on an S. Fuck, yeah, this is not an S. Now that I fucked this up, though, regardless of the donation, I kind of just want to get an S now. I don't remember having such a hard time with this. I swear I did it on my second time. My first time playing the game. I mean, not that I remember the layout. Yeah, this is not looking... I think I already failed. What was the S time? 55? I fucked that up. Holy shit. Yeah, this is not looking so good. Let's try that again. Alright, one more time. Not for the donation, I just want to try it one more time. If I don't get S rank, then I'm just gonna leave. I don't know, was that spring faster? I maybe should hit it. It's weird, because some of the springs are slower, and some of them are definitely faster, so I don't know. But yeah, like I was saying, it's really hard to know. I don't know what the strategy is for the pathing. Because when I saw a speedrun of this level, they definitely use a top route for the rings and some other things. But for the most part, I think the bottom path is just faster if you're not getting fancy. Oh, I fucked that up. Holy shit. I can't believe I saved that. That was not an S, though. That was, what, an A? I think the S is 55. Whatever, we're getting out of here. Try boosting right after pressing the homing attack. Is that a thing? Wait, boosting after using the homing attack? I'll try that in the overworld. Oh, also, I did want to see what the slowest speed in the overworld was when you drag all the sliders down, so I'm going to do that right now. You guys ready to see this 3D printed bridge? My strategy was pretty much just run across the bottom, and that worked out for me. Yeah, I think if you're just trying to get an S rank and you're not trying to get a super good time, I believe that works for most people, from what I saw. All right, let's drag all these sliders down. Oh wait, I was in it. There we go. See, this is like 0. Oh, we should get drag these faster. I mean, not that most people are gonna be doing stuff like this. But you know, fuck it, we gotta know, right? We gotta know, what is 0, 0, 0, 0 like? Bounce, what is bounce height? Set the bounce height for uneven terrain? What does that even mean? Alright. Oh! Okay, it's not super slow. That's pretty bad, though. That's like max speed. Holy crap. That's pretty bad. There I go! I think Mario runs faster. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I don't know who out there is like, this game is too fast for me. I need to pull it down to 0. Alright, let's put that back up. Alright. Let's go. Something I wish they did, it's not a huge deal. I think they did the boost formula Sonic and open world pretty well. But if I were to make an open world Sonic game, I would probably emphasize momentum more. Because I feel like if you get momentum going off hills, it'd just be more fun to explore, like, hilly regions. But for what it's worth, again, if you're going to use Boost Sonic for an open world game, I think they did it, they implemented it in the best way they possibly could. Oh my god, what? Oh my god, stop. I would say, though, if they're not going to do momentum, one thing, hold up. Oh, I'm an idiot. If they're not going to implement momentum, I would say probably have less mountains you can't climb. The third world's really guilty of that. There's a lot of really steep mountains that you can't run up. But there's also no point of them to be there since momentum is not a thing. So they might as well just be like a vertical wall. I don't know if that made any sense. If I get to a part like that, I'll show you guys. Do I get the... Hold, there's like one move I would say is like almost integral. Where is it? Oh, it's this one. Can I get that? Oh, I can already get that. This one's like, I would say probably the most thing you get from the skill tree. Because enemies like this, you just go like this, and you can't get hurt from them. This is a cool boss. I will say the mini bosses are all... I'd say most of them are good. My only nitpick is that you do have to fight some of them multiple times, which gets kind of obnoxious. But again, there's the big fishing thing. So if you're like me, and you towards the end of the game, you're like, I don't want to fight these guys anymore. You can just go fishing and like completely skip that part of the game completely. I would say that's this game's biggest strength, is that they do let you play the game in basically the way you want to play it. What? I'm trying to do the fucking... There we go. This guy is way easier than I remember him being. Oh, I keep fucking this up. That was completely my fault. Come on. There we go. I would say more than any game I've ever streamed before, this is just so hard to like focus on the chat and play this game at the same time. I didn't realize that Starfall event reset the bosses. So up until the 5th island, I was killing every single that marked out the boss map. I was wondering why I was fighting them 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I didn't realize that until later either. I kind of wish that once you fought a boss, it would just stay dead. I mean, it's not the biggest thing in the world, but as far as a completionist status is concerned, it'd be easier to, like, compartmentalize everything if they just stayed gone. I played a little so far, but I can't say... Well, hold up. I misread that. Played a little so far, but I can say that having it work on the Steam Deck right after launch and plugging into a TV on demand, the engine might be a mess, but the optimization 100%. Oh, it runs on a Steam Deck? That's good. I will say, I was saying this earlier, on the Switch, it runs, which, just the fact that it runs all is pretty impressive, but the Switch performance was pretty bad. Not like frame rate bad, I don't remember dropping frames, but the pop-up doesn't look great. Though, that being said, though, people are defending new Pokemon, maybe it won't bother some people. What the fuck? It's like not letting me like turn as sharp as I want. It also looks like hot garbage on Switch. Yeah, it looked kind of bad. Not like... I've definitely seen worse looking Switch games. But compared to, like, any other console, there's a noticeable downgrade. I mean, which would you expect? I mean... It's clearly was not a game made for the Switch. I would imagine the way they were looking at it is like, okay, this game is not suitable for last-gen hardware, but there's just such a huge user base for the Switch that we basically have to get this game running on the Switch for the holiday season. Basically, if the Switch wasn't as popular as it was, I can almost guarantee they wouldn't even bother porting it to the Switch. A lot of people seem to hate cyberspace, but I had a good time. Yeah, I didn't really think it was that bad either. I will say some of the levels, the controls don't seem suitable for them. Like it was clearly meant with like another engine in mind. But that being said, I really looked forward to a lot of the cyberspace levels. A lot of that is probably because the music is very good, and every cyberspace level in the game, I believe, has a different music track. This game's soundtrack is insane. This huge soundtrack. I want to say it's over 7 hours of music, maybe more than that. It's kind of crazy, actually. Some levels are pretty bad, but most of them are a nice break from the open zone. Yeah, that's how I thought about it, too. Because a game like Sonic Forces, which I didn't even think was as bad as everyone else thought it was bad, but mediocre level after mediocre level, it gets old really fast. Whereas this game, it's like, we'll just say you don't really care about the cyberspace levels. It's still, like, as a break from everything else, it adds a lot of variety that I think makes this game work.
It won't stop me from trying.
The issue is most cyberspace levels reuse level designs from Adventure 2 Unleashed and Generations. Not all of them, but... So the way that works, from what I've noticed, is every level will be an homage to a level from another Sonic game. And similar to a game like Generations, they'll take snippets that are like clearly like, oh, that's Chemical Plant Zone or whatever. Or, oh, that's the Green Hill from Generations or whatever. And that's fine. I don't think that's inherently a bad thing. I think where the problem lies is, one, the control scheme doesn't always work. And 2, it just, as far as theming is concerned, it's really strange because they only have, I think, 5 themes in this game. There's like Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Garden, whatever, and then like a city one. And it's just really strange playing a level you've seen before in another Sonic game using a coat of paint from this game. It's very jarring. That being said, it's like I don't know if I'd call it lazy. A lot of people have been calling it lazy, and to me, calling it lazy is like calling the retro tracks in Mario Kart lazy. It's like, yeah, sure, they're reusing ideas and design from a previous Sonic game, but it wasn't just like copy and pasted. It's, you can tell they remade it from scratch, which I guess begs the question why they did it at all if they still had to like make everything. Because there was a level, like the first level in this game is an homage to the tutorial level in Unleashed, right? But it's not using the same geometry or assets. Like, everything is wider. Some of the parts are out of order. It's clear they use the Unleashed as like a base of like, we want the level to be like this and be reminiscent of this level. But it's just strange. It's really bizarre to me. I don't hate it. It is distracting sometimes, but I don't think it's as big as a problem as everyone's making it out to be. Because at the end of the day, a lot of cyberspace levels are still a lot of fun to play. And for the most part, Sonic feels good to control in them. I would say the levels he feels the most out of place are probably like the Generations levels. It's weird to say, but I think Sonic, the way he controls in this game is, despite it having boost formula, is probably more similar to how he controls in like Adventure 1 and 2. So the levels that are reminiscent of Adventure 1 and 2, they feel more natural than the Generation stuff. Not sure why they bring back the drift for one level and it sucks. Yeah, that was... Okay, I will say, that was like the one level I was like, this is a bad level. Other than that, I can't really recall any levels I thought were just blatantly bad. But yeah, what he's referring to for everyone else, there is a level in this game that is a callback to a level in Unleashed where you're just like drifting the whole time. But the drifting in this game is not the same. It's really floaty and strange, which isn't bad in of itself. The game doesn't really use the drifting ever, but for that one level it does, and it just does not feel right. Also, I'm like just mindlessly running around. I'm not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And it's something I like about this game though, is you kind of just get lost in it. You could play it for like 3 hours and not even realize that you played it for that long. It's similar to, I guess, other open world games in that aspect. Okay, wants me to go over there. Okay, something I was saying earlier. So, you have inclines like this, right? You have like mountains and stuff like that. But it doesn't let you run up them in a natural way. It just, like, sometimes it does, but it's a little janky. And, if they don't want to have, if they want to focus on Boost Sonic and not have momentum, that's whatever, right? But if you're going to do that, then why even have the mountains be like angled at all? Because especially in the later levels, they're angled in such a way where it's like, oh, I can probably make it up there, but it's clear that you're not supposed to. Also, I do not want to fight you, but I guess I'll do it anyway. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people complain about the combat. It's not like the most engaging combat in the world, but compared to other Sonic games, I would say it's a step up. Because, I mean, you compare it to stuff like, I don't know if anyone's played Heroes, but that game is literally just like, you mash the button to win, and that is the combat. Whereas this, there are combos, there is a side loop, there are other buttons that you're using to perform certain combos. I already got distracted. I was gonna run over there. Here, let me run over here first to kind of demonstrate how the momentum works. I think most of you got an idea of what I was talking about, but put a nail in the coffin here. So stuff like this, right? I'm Sonic. You would think, oh, you can run up that. but you can't because there's not really momentum in this game, or not in the way that you would think for an open world game. And again, that's not an inherent issue in of itself. And for this island, it's fine. Like, this is clearly like the border of the island. Like, this is the wall. You're not supposed to get past here. But again, the third island is just like all mountainous, and it's a bunch of stuff like that. And it's really difficult to get around because you're kind of like Skyriming it. If anyone's played like a Bethesda game, or you're clearly like jumping up this mountain to scale it, and it's obvious you're not supposed to be doing that. There's a lot of that in the third world of this game. Have you ever tried rail jumping? That's super fun. I have not. I saw a lot of reviews. They're showing it, and I was like, I didn't even know that you could do that in the game. Here, let me go to this waypoint so I can progress the story. Not paying attention at all. There's like parry challenge and stuff, but why you can't lose? Yeah, I actually, you know what? I didn't run into any of those, but I did saw them. I did see them in other people's reviews of the game. It is very strange. I'm a bit mixed on the parry system because, on one hand, I like the confidence of being like, all right, I'm holding these two buttons, I will be able to parry, but it's a bit strange because obviously parries feel more satisfying when you have to press them in time to activate them. Did I not? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I was gonna guarantee people in the comments are probably yelling at me for this. I just completely ran by this. Sorry about that. I started by that and I completely forgot about it. If challenge mode makes the game hard, I hope they nerf the parry. Challenge... Oh, is that something they're adding? Mario Party versus Sonic Shuffle? No contest. Mario Party wins. Sonic Shuffle is so slow. Did I not do this? Do you like Fortnite? Not particularly. Sorry. Sonic Shuffle is kind of underrated. I'd have to play it again. I played it once and I was not a fan. I don't know, maybe I was being harsh on it. I will say though, I don't have a Dreamcast, but if I bought a Dreamcast, that's probably one of the few games I would buy, just because it really isn't on anything else. Oops, I fucked that up. Well, there we go. I didn't get a checkpoint? God damn it. That's embarrassing. I love the animation of him face planting. Oh my. I just jumped over the red ring. I am messing up all over the place. I'm gonna have to redo this level. Well, fuck that one up. Let go of the stick for 1 second. I sure as hell will come back when the first update drops, see how challenge mode is. Yeah, have they said anything about what challenge mode is even going to be? Also, let me retry that again. That was embarrassing. Oh, I was not. I was like reading the chat. I wasn't paying attention. I like restarted the stage and like already wasn't looking at the screen. I missed all those rings over there. Oh, did Sonic Forces have a double jump? I don't think it did it? That's something I really like about the engine in this game. I really like how Sonic has a double jump. It just feels really natural. I didn't even like really think about it until just right now. It usually does it in most Sonic games. I don't know, I kind of like Sonic Shuffles, mostly because I played it before the Mario Party. You played Sonic Shuffle? That's impressive. I think Sonic Shuffle's biggest problem is that it's not as accessible as Mario Party, because Mario Party is a pretty easy game to understand, right? It's just, you play it for like 5 minutes and you get it, even if you've never played it before. Whereas Sonic Shuffle, there's a lot more going on, which isn't necessarily a detriment, necessarily. Like, some people might like that, it's a bit more complicated. But if you're making a party game, accessibility is a pretty big deal. So I would definitely say that's something Mario Party has in its favor.
Amy, is that you?
Hello?
Oh, something I do want to compliment about this game. I actually like the story.
Hang on.
It's not amazing by any means, but compared to most Sonic games, I thought the writing was pretty strong. They got Ian Flynn, who works on a lot of the comics, and his stuff's always good. It's something that I've actually heard. I think most people will agree that the story is good for this game. I've heard a few people be a little indifferent to it, but at the very least, it's it's a lot better than most Sonic games. I can't think of even another Sonic game that even comes close.
You're the one who's only half here.
I feel fine, but that energy that was holding me prisoner went into you.
I've been infused with weird zappy stuff before.
The voice thing, though,
Besides, I feel like it gave me some kind
I'm a
of
bit torn on the voices.
Well,
Sonic's voice I got used to. Amy's voice I got used to.
if I was trapped,
I think it was Knuckles I thought was weird.
Good call. I'll scout around and find.
I'd have to get back to it. There was someone's voice, I think it was Knuckles.
be careful.
Even Sonic's voice, though, I thought it threw me off the first time I played it. What is this? I didn't even see what he's got.
Are the key. Be empowered.
The only issue I had of the story is how anticlimactic the finale was. Yeah, I kind of felt likewise. It was a... If they... I'll say this without spoiling anything. If Sonic and his friends addressed something that happened, even if just briefly, I think it would have been fine. But, other than that, I thought it was fine. But it's kind of weird. Something pretty major happens, and it's addressed by Eggman, but not anyone else. Unless they just didn't know what happened. Make Goomba mod? Okay. You hear that, lonely Goomba? You're gonna mod. Oh, I have the game's gonna freeze for a second while I do this. Alright, you should be mod now? I think you're mod now. Not to give you a job here. Again, like, if you got something to do, I don't want to be like, you're the mod now, so you get to stay and make sure everything's fine. But, there you go. I'm basically just making you mod because I think I could trust you. I'm just assuming I could trust you. I'm being an asshole. I trust you, lonely Goomba. Now I'll just ban the bots if I see him. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Have complete control. Yeah, guys, sorry the birdies too. Lonely Goomba owns my channel now, so all the videos will be done by him. Also, you know how much of the cyberspace effects reminds me of the Phantom Ruby? Yeah, I wonder if that was intentional.
You leave immediately.
Where'd you come from? Are you trapped too?
Do not approach the Titan.
Sorry, kid, but I've got a job to do.
If we are fortunate, it will destroy you.
Oh, I almost forgot. You like fight this guy like right away. And then immediately lose. Spoilers. Something, let me do any combos. I love this shit. This Chuck Sonic. I'm glad I didn't get the boss fight spoiled because I was losing my mind when I got the first boss fight. I unfortunately had them all spoiled before I got to any of them myself. They are super hyped though. I will say they are the most hyped thing in this game. Maybe of any Sonic game ever.
Okay.
The music really sells it.
I'm gonna need the chaos.
Like the heavy metal, screamo.
And maybe a little bit of luck.
I remember when Sonic 06 got backlash for being a serious Sonic. I think 06 had got backlash for a few other reasons. I don't remember that being one of the reasons. I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of the reasons, but there's definitely a few other issues Sonic 06 had. I will say though, Sonic 06 is not a good game, but it's a very fun game to play through for whatever that's worth. I remember playing it with my friend on his PS3, and we had a really good time. Because it's just so... it's so broken and hilarious. Almost every glitch in that game just makes the game funnier, I'd say. Okay, so I need to get heart tokens. Where's the fishing in this island? Because I'm probably just going to find Big's fishing adventure and just get a bunch of the Amy's heart tokens. Because I don't really feel like exploring the world and trying to find them all. Sonic 06 story is kind of bad. I only like Shadow's parts because it was the last Sonic game where he was written decently. He's not really a... That was like the last Sonic game where he was even like a major part of the story, right? Like what came after 06 that really implemented Shadow? Oh my gosh, I can't speak right now. I'm in dumb streamer mode right now. Because he was in, I think he was in Boom, right? That wasn't a Sega game though. Imagine a timeline where Sonic 06 was good. If only. Opinions on SpongeBob recently? I don't think I've seen any of the new SpongeBobs. Oh, there we go. Pigs fishing. Can I not do this? Why can't I do this? Also, the game just keeps freezing. I bet you the game keeps freezing because I'm like recording right now. I'm currently making a 1-hour recording file. Here, let me just stop that really fast. Oh, there we go. Alright, sorry about that. Basically, what I'm doing right now, because I plan to do a video on this game. And so I'm recording while I stream. But, yeah, my computer is not happy that I'm making, like, a 1-hour game file. PC can't handle it, dead ass.
Oh, hey, Sonic. You come here to fish too?
Big, what are you doing here?
I don't know. I was looking
I don't
for
know.
fishing spots, and so now I'm fishing.
Of course you are.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to detense for a second.
Do you know how to? Hey,
All right.
you, can you see?
Hey. Big's got a weird like Muppet mouth in this game.
Wow. Oh, nice catch. If you get Froggy. Would you
Also, this song
try?
slaps. This soundtrack in general is really good, but this house music they have for the fishing is really nice.
Would you like to
Oh, I don't have any
try?
coins?
I'll let you borrow a rod.
What the? How did I not get any coins? Wow, okay, I guess we're not fishing. Apparently I haven't got any coins yet. Big has a Muppet mouth in every game? Does he really? I don't remember him having a Muppet mouth like that in Adventure. Oh, there's purple coins. How do you get up there? Oh. Alright, how many coins I got? Doesn't even tell me. Where are my coins? Oh, 7. That's what, for one fishing session? I should probably get more than that. Whoa, Jesus! Oh my god, it really wants me to go on this pole first. What the? Excuse me. Dude. Dude. I love now that I'm streaming, I'm running into all these issues. Alright, that should be fine. And maybe I should get a little bit more. Mario Kart 7 video was great. Oh, thanks, man. Also, again, apologies, I'm not, like, really interacting with the chat. It's really hard to play this game and read the chat simultaneously. I swear to God, there better be some purple coins up here. Was that just for a seed? Oh. They must have really liked the Windows XP aesthetic. What, this world? I personally like the graphics of this game. It definitely does have that Sega Hire This Man vibe to it. But I don't know, I think the game looks nice. It looks better when it's not cloudy and rainy. I would say the lighting during the rain segments and also during night is not amazing, but in the day it looks really great. I do not want to fight that thing right now. Alright. Let's catch some fish, get some hearts, talk to Amy.
Hey, Sonic. Welcome. Would you like to try?
Oh, it's only one coin?
A rod.
Squid. I know. The like impact bold fonts like popping up in your face The freeze frame of the boss is really funny. Bruce, want to say you're one of my top YouTubers. You really evoked this good, nostalgic, early 2010 YouTuber energy to me. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's what I strive for. I got a golden ticket. It costs more on the other islands. Oh, that must be what it is then. I guess that makes sense. They kind of... You drown in purple coins late game. Because they have this, these, like, meteor showers. You get so many purple coins from it. How much is a heart? 5 coins? We'll just use all 9 of the purple coins. And we'll get out of here. Are getting the egg memos? Probably not right now. I just want to get the hearts right now, so I don't have to look for them in the overworld. By the way, the egg memos are the most expensive things in the shop. Yes, that is true. What do you think of the Sonic 2 movie? Kind of mixed on it. I'll say its highs are higher than the first one, but its lows are also lower than the first one. I'd say overall, I'd say it's on par with the first movie for me. The economy in this game is so broken. Yeah, I think it was intentional. I don't mind it. Something I was saying earlier in the stream was that the way this game is structured is that if you want to skip any part of the game, you basically can through Big's fishing. And I think that's a good design choice, because if there's any part of the game you just like, I don't like that part, you can just skip it, which helps the game, the progression of the game flow better. It's not like, for example, I think in every Sonic game, even the ones people really like Adventure 2, there's like definitely like levels or like segments that are like, I don't like this. And so to let the player skip stuff like that, anything they don't like, I think is commendable personally. I felt like Eggman wasn't as good in Sonic 2 either. Was just too silly, not funny. The first movie, he was brutal, heartless. I think I agree with that. I'd have to watch it again. I feel like Eggman wasn't in as much of the second one as he was the first one. I might be misremembering though. The one thing I do remember about the second one I really don't like was that wedding scene. Like, what was that about? I think even people who, like, love that movie don't like that scene. It was, like, the most, like, we are now taking you out of this movie. This is now a Disney Channel special, and you are watching this. It didn't really add anything. Was there any purpose? I don't think there was any purpose to that wedding, right? The only point of the wedding was just to have Sonic crash it when he needed to escape through the ring. Like, what did that wedding add? Nothing, right? Am I forgetting something, or did that wedding serve, like, some significant purpose to the story?
Would you like to try? I'll let you. Would you like to try? I'll let you.
What did I think about the ending of this game or the movie? Because if this game, I liked it personally. It's like Goomba said, it's a bit anticlimactic, but I thought it was fine. Overall, I do like the story of this game a lot. I think Sage is one of the best villains they've ever had in a Sonic game. A lot of that is due to the writing. It's just really good writing. Alright, we're going over there. What the fuck? Oh, that was weird. Alright. I really don't want to fight you right now. Actually, fuck it, let's do it. Should be easy enough to kill. What? Why did you dash at him? I did not tell you to do that. Am I accidentally pressing the triggers? I think that's what's happening. Can you let me kill you, please? This fight definitely should have been over by now. There we go. Boom. I saw a mod that turned the tower into pickle. That does not surprise me at all. The wedding was to address criticism from the first movie about the humans taking up too much time on the plot, so it was in the... Wait, what? Hold up. There was a criticisms about humans taking up too much time in the first movie, and so they made a whole scene dedicated to them? Because to the first movie's credit, like, I don't... If they're going to be in the story, they should be integral to the story. If people don't like the humans, it's like whatever. But at least in the first one, Tom had a purpose to be part of the narrative. The Sonic movie 2, though, which is like, here's a wedding scene, just cuz. Like, you could basically just remove that scene from the movie, and not a whole lot would change. Hey, purple coins. Am I not supposed to be up here yet? Oh, I need more keys. I love the baby noises the Cocos make when you get them. Well, off the college classes. Have a good stream. Oh, thanks, man. Have a nice class. I fucked that up. Well. I think the first Sonic movie is actually better, but Sonic 2 is a better Sonic movie. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. Because that's basically what I was saying. The highs in Sonic 2 are higher, but the lows are lower. Because the action scenes in Sonic 2 are leagues better than the ones in Sonic 1. But the rest of the movies is kind of like a bleh. Oh, also, for anyone else who played this game, did you have trouble with this puzzle? I honestly think when I played, this is like the one part of the game I was stuck on, I want to say at least half an hour. I really should have looked it up. That was the thing though, like you can't even look this thing up because like once you move too many pillars, like it's just so hard to unfuck it. But yeah, that we'll get to it eventually because I think that puzzle required to be this island. That was like the one puzzle of this game that I thought was genuinely difficult. Bruh, this is the hardest puzzle game. Dead ass though. I'm glad it's not just me.
Yo, Amy. Who's your friend?
Oh, yo.
This Coco says they need to find their one true love before it's too late.
You either do it in 2 minutes or you mess it up beyond repair or need to spend like 15 minutes figuring out exactly how it works. That's basically what happened to me.
You got all that, huh?
I feel like the dimension I'm in is translating.
Anywho, I think this is a chill stream to have all I'm editing video. What are you editing?
But feels natural.
Well, we always had a knack for weird insights. Who am I to argue?
You can actually do a speedrunning glitch and fly past the barrier and fall into the Giganto fight. I did see that.
I would think we've got more pressing issues, but again, who am I to argue?
What's the most underrated Sonic game to me? Sonic Riders, I think. People really don't like that game. Overrated, I don't even want to say it because I feel like I'm going to start like a flame war in the chat. Did you have trouble with the pinball? I did not. A lot of people complain about it. I did it on my first try. I actually did it on my first ball. But if people had difficulty with the pinball, like, that makes sense to me. I didn't hate it as much as other people hated it. The way I looked at it was that pinball's in almost every Sonic game, so they probably felt like it necessary to include it in some way. Video for clients about Super Mario World beta stuff on the internet. Oh, nice. Unleashed is most overrated lately anyway. Yeah, I find it very strange how Unleashed has done a complete 180. Because when that game came out, it was panned pretty hard. But all of a sudden, lately on the internet, people are like, Unleashed, that's like the best Sonic game.
Can you leave the vacuum,
Sure
please?
thing.
It's very strange. So Unleashed, here's the thing about Unleashed. The worst part of that game, to me at least, wasn't even the Werehogs levels. Not that I like the Werehog levels, but to me, the worst two things about that game is, first of all, Eggman Land at the end. Fuck that level. It's literally like a 1 hour level. I hate it. It's so bad. And then, you have to, the way that game works is that to play certain levels, you have to get, like, medals from the other levels. And looking for those is such a pain in the ass. I really don't like playing a level over and over and over, especially the Werehog levels, because if I remember correctly, if you want to do, like, all the sun medals are in the Werehog stages, and so if you want to play another, like, fast sun, like, daytime stage, you have to play the Werehog levels over and over and over, like, inching your way every nook and cranny trying to find these medals. It's so annoying. That, to me, was, like, the one part, like, probably the worst part of the game. I wouldn't say Unleashed is a bad game, but it's really surprising to me how many people are defending it recently, like, nowadays. Medals are really skewed in favor of the Werehog too, so you have to spend a lot of time on those levels. Yeah, that's what I remember. It's been a long time since I played the game, but that's the one thing I remember from that game. Is that I was combing through every level trying to get every medal. And it got real old really fast. This whole level design is terrible too, but people say it's the best level design in the series because of nostalgia. I really like a lot of the day stages in Unleashed. I think they're, as far as boost formula Sonic is concerned, I think some of the day stages in Unleashed are some of the best we've ever seen. But they're not all of that caliber. And those Werehog stages are rough. I don't know how anyone could defend those. It's not like the worst thing in the series, but I would say this. If the Werehog stages were as short as the day stages, I probably wouldn't mind them as much. But some of those Werehog stages drag on so long. And it's not that it's bad, it's just like, can you just please be over? It's boring.
Comfort.
Weird. Now let's keep moving.
I think a lot of people, why people are so positive about Unleashed nowadays is because it was the last Sonic game. So sorry, the chat moved and I had dyslexia. Hold up. A lot of people are positive about Unleashed nowadays is because it was the last Sonic game to have an emphasis on storytelling until Frontiers. Is that true? I guess to an extent, yeah. I didn't even think the story was that. It's not a bad story in Unleashed. It serves its purpose well. It's very lighthearted. I would put the story in Unleashed probably on the same caliber as, like, I was gonna say Lost World, but that feels a little dirty. I will say this, Unleashed's production values are insane. That game still looks good. You can tell they spent a lot of money on that game. It's kind of odd how much money they spent on that game. It just, like, were they really that confident in the game's success? Were they just like, this is it. This is going to be the Sonic game that is going to be the best one in the series. Eggman Land is better than Terminal Velocity from Colors or Final Judgment from Forces. I don't remember Terminal Velocity from Colors, but Final Judgment from Forces. I recently played Forces. I don't even remember that level, but I don't remember any level in Forces giving me a hard time. Whereas Eggman Land, I want to say it's like actually an hour long. Also, I platinumed that game because I used to be like a completionist back during high school, right? So I had a PS3 and I basically platinumed every single game I had, which is getting 100% of the achievements. But to 100% Sonic Unleashed, you have to beat Eggman Land 3 times without dying, basically, in under like I think 40 minutes. It's so ridiculous. It was like a nightmare trying to get that platinum trophy. Forces has a great atmosphere, but then levels are like 30 seconds long. Yeah, dead ass though. Yeah, it kind of shocks me how much shit Forces gets. Not that it's a great game, it's not. But I don't. People talk about Forces like it's one of the worst in the series, and to those people, all I gotta say is, you need to play more Sonic games, because I wouldn't even put Forces in the top 10 worst. There's some bad Sonic games out there. Like, pretty much all the Game Gear ones are really bad. The Sonic game for the Game.com handheld system, that one's really bad. What's another bad Sonic game? I'd rather play Forces than the Wii Sonic games. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion or not. I have no idea where this is going. Where are you taking me? What did I get for that? Just the heart? Okay. Whoa! No, no, no! Oh my god, saved it. I think Force is okay. It's underwhelming, but I think most of Mario stages are pretty fun. Yeah, that's probably the best word to describe Forces, is underwhelming. Sonic Chaos for Sega Game Gear Portable is my favorite game of all time. Oh, yeah, I will. Yeah, some of the... Okay, that's probably unfair for me to say that all the Game Gear Sonics are bad. That's not true. Because Chaos is pretty good. I think Sonic 1 was okay. And Tails Adventure was also pretty good. But other than that, they're pretty rough. Sonic Drift is not a good game at all. What's another really bad one? Oh, Sonic Labyrinth. Sonic Labyrinth and Sonic Blast. Those games are terrible. What the fuck? Where are you? Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't even remember this guy. What the fuck? Oh, what is this guy? What the fuck? I don't even remember that. That guy was pissed. What about Sonic Freeriders? Is that the Wii one? I remember, if that's the Wii one, I played it, because a lot of people, after I reviewed Sonic Riders, whenever I reviewed that, was that 4 years ago? A lot of people were like, you should do Freeriders next. And so I played it on the Wii, I bought it, and I wasn't impressed. I don't know, it's not, I wouldn't say it's a bad game. But I'm not a fan of that one. I think it's what's the best way to describe it? It's like they took Sonic Riders, and they're like, how can we simplify this? It's like a watered-down version of Riders. That's how I would describe Free Riders. Oh, Free Riders is the Connect one. Oh, okay, that one's just terrible. The Connect one's bad. What's the Wii one? Oh, the Wii one's Zero Gravity, huh? Zero Gravity's pretty good. Yeah, it's not a bad game. It wasn't for me. And I'm biased because I really like Riders in particular. And I think Zero Gravity isn't as good. Because the reason I like Riders is because it's really snappy and fast. And Zero Gravity by comparison is definitely a lot. It's a bit slower, I'd say. It's not as mechanically engaging. Okay, I need to go fishing with Big again to get more hearts. Hey Sock, have you played any of the 5 completed fan games that came out this year, including Freedom Planet and Spark 3? I have not. I've never played any of the Spark games. I've always wanted to. They look fun. And Freedom Planet, I have not played 1 or 2 either. That's another game on my bucket list I need to pick up at some point. What's sad about the current Sonic is that I feel like they pretend the portable entries like Sonic Advance and Sonic Rush don't exist. Yeah, they kind of do overlook those, huh? Yeah, how do people feel about those games these days? I never really hear anyone talk about them. Also, well, my frame rate is like hella dipping. I probably need to stop recording. Because like I said, I'm recording footage while I stream. My PC does not get happy when I capture a whole half-hour video at one time. Have you played Sonic Heroes? Yeah, I have. I played it a bit growing up, actually. I didn't have it, but my friends had it, and I played it at their house. I enjoyed it when I was a kid. I don't know if I'd like it if I played it now. The issue of Sonic Rush is that novelty of the boost is well gone by this point. Yeah. That's probably true. Because Sonic Rush is another game I played a lot as a kid, because my friend had it on his DS, and we'd trade games all the time. And I loved it when I was a kid, but, yeah, since Sonic... It's just the boost formula is just like the norm these days. And so I probably wouldn't have the same novelty to it. Rush is unfortunate because it introduced Blaze, and then Blaze got reintroduced in 06. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It was so weird because they introduced Blaze in Rush, and then they reintroduced Blaze as like almost an entirely different character in 06.
Hey, Sonic. Welcome back. Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow.
I only have 4 tokens? That's no good. It's okay, we're getting some giant fishies. Sonic Battle is super unbalanced. Okay, that's the fighting one for GBA, right? Rush is still being amazing, but... Oh. If Sonic Battle is the GBA one, then I've tried playing that game so many times, and I just don't get it. What is this? Hermit Cocoa Scroll. Does this do something? Or is that just 8 tokens? Colors DS is the worst Rush game, but the best colors. I have not played that one. Oh boy, a can. That was worth 6 tokens, okay.
You don't have any. Would you like
Alright,
to
so
try?
I get like 5 hearts.
Borrow a rod.
Yeah.
Would you like to try? I'll let you.
Quick travel? Oh, that's a good idea. I forgot. You know what? I don't think I used quick travel once when I first played this game. It wasn't until after I beat the game I was like, wait, this game had quick travel? Alright, let's do that right now. How does this work? Where's... Hold up. Where does he even want me to go? Oh, wait. Can I only quick travel if I've, like... Here, I'll get just quick travel, like, to a nearby area? Maybe I can't. Can you only quick travel if you've, like... You quick travel to these? What can you quick travel to? You can quick travel, right? Like I said, I didn't do it in my playthrough, but I heard you could. It's not too far. We'll just run there. You have to... Wait, you have to have the Elder Coco on the map? Oh. That's fine. That's the thing, right? Like, another open world game like Breath of the Wild or Skyrim, it's like, I'm quick traveling everywhere because I almost feel like you have to. But a game like Sonic Frontiers, the whole point is that Sonic's fast, so I don't mind running from one side of the island to the other. I think it's fun. That's probably why I didn't even notice you could quick travel, because I never had the urge to do so.
I wonder who used to live here. You again?
Submit. Your reckless actions endanger the world.
Care to explain how saving my friends is a bad thing?
You are an enemy combatant. I will not share data with you.
What is wrong with you? Sonic would never endanger anyone. He's even going to help this
I like
couple
killed one of them
reunite with
earlier.
their one true love.
Her face.
An emotional status too vague and varied in its definition.
For a long time, I thought you didn't care about Mario Kart 7 since you never talk about it before in the review. Oh, I mean, I guess there just wasn't any point in bringing it up in the other videos.
What
Like I
is
said in the
that?
review, I just didn't really have any concrete
Aside from
thoughts on
being a
it
pain,
until I played it for the review.
Clue.
I'm not very attached to the 3DS at all or any of its games. Not that it's a bad console, I think it's a good console. I just didn't play it that much. It is probably my least played Nintendo handheld. Oh my gosh, well, time to get more purple coins. Damn, that was a lot of boxes. They're gone. Alright, so we gotta find some heart tokens. What the fuck are you? Oh, that was a balloon. Can I? No, come on. Oh, oh, you just go up this wall. What the fuck? Oh, well, that's clearly not where I'm supposed to go. Hey, there we go. That's a lot. Holy crap. That's what I needed. There's one right there, too. Oh my gosh, all the hearts are just on this ship. What the hell? Alright, back to Amy.
Eggman tech.
I think calling the Virtual Boy portable is a stretch. Did somebody call the Virtual Boy portable? I was actually gonna bring that up. Does that count as a portable? I guess it does. You wouldn't really play that anywhere but your house, though. I've never got the. I really want to try the Virtual Boy. I've had one opportunity to try the Virtual Boy. I went to some guy's house and he had one. He's like, "You want to try it?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I want to try it." And then like his battery didn't work or something, so I still to this day have never played on a Virtual Boy. Oh, I skipped the cutscene. Oops, my bad. How is this? I already forgot how this one works. You just circle these, right? Oh my! Oh wow! I fucked that up. Oh wait, no. You circle these enemies, right? And you get more points. I'm probably gonna fail this. I've already wasted too much time. Jesus. I get him? This is such a bizarre minigame. Because the whole thing, if I remember correctly, the whole story reason for this is that we need to get rid of the grass so they can grow crops or something, right? But you don't actually have to cut the grass to beat this minigame. Oh, so this was way easier to remember. It looks like I'm gonna do it after all. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh, come on! Oh my gosh. Also, what are those bees? There we go. Wario Land and Jack Bros are the only games people talk about for the Virtual Boy. Yeah, I mean, those are like the only good games, right? There's like that, and I think Mario Bros is alright. What else is even for the Virtual Boy? They have Panic Bomber, I guess. It's kind of like a mediocre puzzle game.
So, all this used to be farmland, huh?
Yes. They make it sound like it was abundant. But now...
I mean, it's grassy.
Yup. But I've seen this kind of recovery in areas Dr. Eggman damaged.
Telebro Boxer? Yeah, that's right.
And it's barely begun to recover.
That is supposedly a good one.
Then we need to make sure it has plenty of time to heal.
Right.
So, like, what are your thoughts on the Mario sports games for portable systems? For portable systems specifically, I don't know if I've played that many. I had Mario Tennis for the Game Boy Color growing up, and I remember that game being pretty good. But I really haven't played that many of them. Most of the Mario games I played, like sports-wise, have just been the console ones. RPGs. Yeah, the Game Boy Mario sports games are kind of like RPG-ish, huh? Not the 3DS ones, but like the Game Boy ones. Nintendo really missed the trick by not porting Virtual Boy games to 3DS. Yeah, really though. I don't know why they didn't. That would have been like the one time. That and also the Wii U, right? So the Wii U games, you could buy DS games on their Virtual Console, but they never made like a accessory that just let you play DS games on the Wii U. And that was like the only Nintendo console where it would have made sense, because like a top screen is a TV, and then the bottom screen is a gamepad, and you still have like the mic and the touchscreen and all that stuff. The DS games worked really well on the Wii U from the Virtual Console. Yeah, it's a bit of a hassle because I guess the DS and the 3DS are the only Nintendo consoles that you can't really capture unless you mod them. Which is basically the only reason I would have even wanted the Wii U to have an accessory to play DS games. Also, where am I supposed to go right now? I was not paying attention. Collect vault keys from portals. Okay. Play some more cyberspace levels. Cyberspace, we're moving. Where are we going? Oh, that's right. I can't even like look at the map to see where to go because I uncovered very little of it. I have not seen that many cyberspace levels yet. Are they just skipping them all? Have I been over here yet? Oh, that's one over there, right? Hold me. Oh, okay, so I did this one, but I didn't get all the keys. I'd rather do a new one. If I can't find one, I'll just go back to that one, I guess. I think this is just leading me back to the start of the island. I got all the keys in this one? Yes. And there's none over there. Alright, I'll do that one. I just need one key, right? How many keys did I need? Can only do this really fast. Oh, what a puzzle. I know a lot of people complain about the puzzles. Some of them are hard, or not actually, very few of them are hard. They're mostly just a cakewalk. But it's like they're over in like 5 seconds, so like, can you really complain about them?
Oh man, that's just begging to be climbed.
I was already up there.
You.
Here, can I turn that off? You can turn that off, right? There's definitely a setting where you could turn off Sonic talking. Is there not? Oh, there's just that one. Set whether Sonic can move when commenting on his surroundings. I don't even know what I just turned off. Notifications? What is that? Just like tutorials? Alright, fine. Let's go back to this level. Get all the red rings. Did you see the new Mario movie trailer? I did. It looks good. I was actually kind of surprised. Because when I initially heard they're making a Mario movie, I was like, how could you even? Like, there's not a whole lot to work with, right? Mario is very limited in, like, as far as what can be used, what can't be used. Especially if Nintendo is, like, you know, breathing down Illumination's neck, saying what they can and can't do. And I still get a sense of that. There's definitely, watching the trailer, I felt like they're like, alright, you need to have X and Y thing. Mario needs to be portrayed in this way. I definitely get that vibe. But, for as simple as the story will probably be, it looks like it's well produced. It looks fantastic. It's probably Illumination's best looking movie. It'll probably just be a fun, like, simple, easy to watch romp. From what I'm gathering, in maybe I'm completely off base on this. What the story looks like so far is that Mario and Luigi live in Brooklyn or whatever, and they're plumbers, and then they somehow get transported to the Mushroom Kingdom, and Bowser's taking over, and so Peach is like, alright, my toads are worthless, so I need you, Mario, to help me save the day. And then he saves the day. That, from what I can gather from the trailers and what I've heard, that seems to be the basic narrative from what we know. I still think the story is going to be pretty limited, probably because Kingdom team-ups and beat up Bowser at the end. Yeah. Have you ever watched any Illumination movie? Yeah, I've watched Despicable Me and all that. I also watched Secret Life of Pets. I did not finish Secret Life of Pets. I got bored of that movie. But yeah, I have watched their other movies. I'm not a huge fan. But, like I said, this looks a lot different from their typical movies. The art style, honestly, if it didn't say Illumination before the trailer played, I would have not been able to guess it was Illumination at all.
Keep your eyes on the hedgehog. I want constant updates.
Yes, sir.
And keep looking for a way to get me out of here.
I am evaluating.
They peaked with Despicable Me. It was at the very first one.
The good work, Sage.
It's been downhill ever since. Alright, where are we going? Alright. I'm going. I'm Sonic. Yeah, despite all the things I've heard about this game, commenting on Frontiers again, I would say the most valid critique you could give this game is that the gameplay loop, once you get towards like the later islands, it gets repetitive. But other than that, like stuff like people complaining about the jank, it's like, have you ever played a Sonic game? They're all janky. I would say there's nothing in this game that is like inherently just like, I can't believe they did that. There's a lot of things in a lot of other Sonic games where I was like, I can't believe they put this in the game, such as Eggman Land from Unleashed. But Frontiers, there's like no part that is just painstakingly bad to the point where like you just question why they put it in the game. For the most part, everything from Frontiers, I've heard both its defenders and its you know, also people just don't like it. For like combat, I've heard both sides. Bosses, I've heard both sides. Cyberspace, I've heard both sides. I haven't heard one part of Frontiers that is just like panned by everyone. It's not like I think of. It makes it a very interesting Sonic game to talk about, because if you were to ask two Sonic fans what they thought of Frontiers, the responses they gave you, it would probably sound like they're reviewing two completely different games. Whoa, no, no! I fucked that up. The amount of callbacks are very much... Okay, yeah, I think that... Actually, you know what? That's another thing I've heard both sides. Because I agree that the callbacks kind of are annoying, but I've also heard people say they really appreciate it as a longtime Sonic fan. Whoa! I completely forgot. Okay, that is my one big critique of this game, is that... So there's waypoints on the map showing you where to go, right? But the problem with that is that knowing the Chaos Emerald is up there doesn't really help me when I don't know how to get up there. In a lot of other open world games, like Bethesda games for example, if there's like a waypoint in a city, it will direct you to the gates of the city and then direct you to the point in the city you need to go to. And that helps, right? Because like then you're not just aimlessly wandering like, how do I go there or how do I get here? But especially the third world of this game, where it's just like all the islands, it's really obnoxious having a waypoint be somewhere and just trying to figure out how to even get there. Otherwise, like if you have a waypoint on the other side of the map, I don't mind having the run all the way there. I mean, Sonic's fast is kind of what he does. Not being able to run through the forest area, the ultimate sin. Oh yeah, at the very end of the game. Yeah, there was a... Okay, so I don't want to... I don't want to start any like drama or anything. So Donkey, one of my favorite YouTubers actually, in his review of this game, or it wasn't even really a review, it was more of like a joke video. And that's fine. If he doesn't like the game, he wants to make a joke video, that's completely fine. But he blatantly lied about some of the things in the game. He has this montage basically like giving the impression that there's multiple parts of this game that will block you off or not let you access certain areas. But for the most part, that isn't really the case. The only part I can think of where it just doesn't let you go to a certain part of the map is at the very last island, where it doesn't let you go to like the forest before doing something. Other than that, you can always go to any part of the island at any time. Like, I believe that's the case. I can't... At least, I didn't bump into any parts of the game where it restricted me from going to a certain area. Also, I'm going back up here. How would you get up there? I was up there earlier, and I already forgot how I got up there. Whoa! Yo, Sonic, I didn't realize you did streams. Hell yeah. Oh, hey, welcome to the stream. I usually don't. I just started testing out YouTube streams, like, just to see how it goes. But I was gonna do a video on this game anyways, so I figured I'd stream while I'm getting footage. Oh, wait, is this how I got up there? Oh, this is how I got up there. Man, dude, the lighting in this game looks great when it's like sunrise or during the midday. Boom. Like the last puzzle of the island. Is that what that was? I already forgot, like, what it was blocking off. Dark Side Phil played this game recently, by the way. It was interesting. Did not see that. I haven't watched anything Dark Side Phil related in a long time.
I am extending the range of my control, but I can still only command a few of the Ancient's relics at a time.
Commendable. But what about finding me a way out of this digital dimension?
I have run 1,000,000
Why is this pre-rendered?
750 simulations.
I feel like this could have just ran in engine. I guess maybe not for the Switch.
Unacceptable. Keep looking. Make it your #1 priority.
But keeping you safe is my priority.
Everything just looks too automated for me. Oh, in this open world? I'd say it's 50-50. Some parts are very automated and some parts aren't. But that's a thing, right? It's like, it depends on what you do or don't like about Sonic. Because if you don't like automated, then I think there's an argument to be had that Generations is not good because of that as well. And people love Generations. Because Generations is very much like, it's a roller coaster ride and you're pressing buttons at the right time to continue the roller coaster. I'd say compared to Generations, this is definitely a lot more freeform.
Don't get too far ahead.
Maybe we should just let them wrap it up on their own.
Oh, is this part where they die?
We have to see this through.
We still haven't found Tails. We've been wrangling children and taking detours the whole way.
Are you telling me you would leave behind someone in need?
Forces went entirely automated? Yeah, Forces was pretty bad with that.
You can't help anyone if you're stuck in limbo.
All right.
I don't know, it's Sonic games are, it's very interesting to dissect and have a conversation with other people what they do or don't like.
Sounds simple enough.
And I think it's why everybody has a different idea of what Sonic should or shouldn't be. Because Sonic has been so many things in the past. And I don't think there's really any clear answer. Because as far as automation is concerned, I think there's an argument to be had that even the 2D games are very automated. Like even as far as like Genesis games. Sonic games are definitely more about memorizing the level than they are getting good at the controls for most of the games. Which is why I was really excited for them to tackle like an open world concept. I usually have trust issues when it comes to Sonic, if you know what I mean, but I kind of want to get this for Christmas. Is it worth? I think so. $60 is kind of steep, I think.
It's too dangerous.
But I've already played through this game once, and I enjoyed playing it. It's not like the best game ever or anything, but it's a fun enough romp. And I would say if you like games like adventure and stuff like that, despite the jank or the flaws, then you'll probably like this one too. Because running around the open world's fun. The cyberspace levels, I think, are enjoyable, but even if you don't like them, they're very short, and you don't even have to do them. The story is probably the best we've seen in the series. Not that it's a high bar, but it is something to note. The bosses are awesome. Like, the supersonic bosses are super hype. Probably the best part of the game. I would say it's a fun enough game to validate a purchase.
They were reunited right before the end.
They're together now.
What's that symbol mean? That symbol's like
I'm
everywhere.
gonna keep moving.
Has anyone deciphered what that symbol means yet? Alright, what are we doing? Oh god, I need more fucking hearts. Alright, back to Fish's big fishing adventure. How many coins do I got? 6? That is not a lot. But it's only 1, right? It's one coin per fishing session. I'm gonna do it. The purple coins respawn? If they respawn, I just get more, right? I don't think they respawned. I don't see them. Okay, well, we're gonna have to make do of 6 coins. I have heard speculation it means rebirth, which sort of fits. Yeah, that would make sense.
Well, would you like to try?
Alright. Let's catch a big one. A platinum goldfish. What? Fuck off. 1 token, but a can was like, what, 5? Alright, baby. Spring. Come on, it's gotta be at least like 15, right? 6? I am not gonna have enough coins for Amy's hearts or whatever. Oh god, it froze. Okay, that was scary. It, like, froze for a second. It did not freeze my first time playing this game. I think it's just because I'm streaming. 3 fish cards, okay. I'll take that. We take those. Removing fish from the pond is clearly not what big is after. Also, yes, why does fish okay, you give fish to big, and he gives you all these items. Why does he have all these items? Star post. These are worth nothing. Alright, be worth 6, so I get at least buy 2. Tin can. Hey, there we go. So I could buy... No, I could buy 4, right?
You don't have any. Would you like to try?
So do you think Sega is going to port Sonic games to consoles? They need to make ways to downgrade graphics just so they could fit on the Switch. And what else would they port? I feel like all the recent Sonic games have been on the Switch already, right? Alright, that should be enough to talk to Amy.
Try? I'll let
I think it's supposed to be a glitchy cyber. Oh, did somebody talk about the water? Yeah, the water reflection looks really odd because it's reflecting the skybox, and the skybox is glitchy, but it just makes the water look glitchy. Oh, I love the soundtrack for the open world. So nice. The frantic violins. Wait, can I talk to you, please? Why can't I talk to you? Oh, I was too close? The game was literally just like, nah, you need to back up.
Hey, still thinking about the Coco?
Glitchy aesthetic is perfect cover for any game. I personally think it looks nice.
Yeah. And
Because it's not like it covers up glitches. Because ironically, the water looked bad because of the glitch. If it didn't have the glitch aesthetic, the water would have looked
I know
fine.
what I saw. A love that transcended time. I believe in that power. When this is over,
I, for one,
wanna
would love an
share that
Unleashed
love
port.
with you,
Oh, yeah, I guess it could port that.
even though it may take us far apart.
Unleashed probably wouldn't be too hard to port over. Because, like, the Switch is comparable to, like, a 360. I mean, I think it's actually, I looked this up recently. It's actually a lot more powerful than 360. So it could definitely run Unleashed. Oh, here it is, guys. You ready for this? This part sucks. Oh my god, this part really sucks.
What's up, Amy?
Look, wasn't this region locked off before? I think you can interact with it now. I think you can rotate.
This is like the worst part of the game, hands down.
Maybe they'll act like the other puzzle locks and show me the way to that Titan.
It's worth a shot.
All right, what's the right way to do this?
Oh boy, here we go.
Looks like there's a pattern on the ground.
I almost feel like I should just look it up before I fuck it up. Alright, well, first of all, I'm gonna stop capturing before I make another 2-hour file and my computer crashes. Unleashed and Generations could probably run fine the Switch. Yeah, it most definitely could. Alright, boys, you ready for this? Okay. Wait. Oh, so it's X and then... Alright. I can't even see where this is pointed. Gosh damn it, I already hate this already. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the first time I did this, or I guess the only other time I did this, I was legit on this for like half an hour. I don't even know what like the best solution is. Oh my god, I did it so fast. What? Okay, well, I'll take it. Who put this puzzle in as a kid's game? Yeah, literally though. Lucky? Nah, it was all skill. No, it was 100% luck.
You did it, Sonic. This is it. The big showdown.
It'll be a short match if I can't find the last Chaos Emerald, though.
I searched everywhere.
Oh
I
shit,
could.
boys, you ready for this? So
No
hype.
ideas.
So where is it?
So what are your thoughts on the game? I like the, I'm assuming you just joined the stream. I like this game. It's not like my favorite Sonic game, or like, it has its problems basically, but I enjoyed playing through it. I would say this is probably the most enjoyable Sonic game in a long while. Not that it's saying much. I would probably say this is the most fun I've had with a Sonic game since Generations. Look at that cute boy. Oh, I love how like this is like Shadow of the Colossus. You scale all the Titans. Oh, I should probably get rings first. All right. Let's go. Whoa. I fucking love this song. I don't know if the music's too quiet or not. So fucking hype. How did I get all the way back here? What the fuck? Did it like technically hit me? But didn't show the animation? Get me, I dare you. You can silence the bosses? I didn't even know that. What the fuck? You can. I did not know this. What the hell? You can side loop as Super Sonic? How do you even do it? He's too big. The circle I'm making is too big. Hold up. Oh, what the fuck? That's insane. I did not know you could do that. What's this camera, dude? Can I go? What's going on? Oh, it was like loading his next form. I'm pressing, Ma. You're gonna try side looping him again, because I didn't even know you could do that. Actually, it might be too hard to do when he's got lasers out of the back. Never mind. What? Did it not count as a... What the hell? I thought I parried that. Maybe not. Oh my gosh. It went all slow-mo. I thought that was me parrying it. Alright. Lasers don't do craps because I'm supersonic. Fuck, I dodged but didn't parry. I like how he just bites you. What the fuck? How do I... There's like bullet witch time or what's it called in Bayonetta when you freeze? I don't know why I keep doing the freeze the time like that. Witch time? Yeah. You keep pairing the lasers? Oh, is that what was happening?
Is broken. Thy next foe awaits on the sand-scarred island.
Right. You said Titans earlier, plural.
What's with the way she runs?
Darn it.
I guess this isn't over until I bop all the big bots. Sorry, Amy.
I'm feeling more like my old self. It's working. Keep going and don't keep me waiting.
I'll be back before you can do a fortune card reading. See ya!
Reference. Was that like a comic thing, or did she ever do a fortune card reading in like one of the games? Reminder, this is on the same console as Pokemon Scarlet. Not only that, this actually has, from last I looked, the team that made Sonic Frontiers was like half of the size of the team that made Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And around the same time frame, because I want to say this game, they worked on this game for like, what, 4 years? And Pokemon Scarlet and Violet had 3 years of development. So it's not even like that far off as far as time is concerned. It was from the CD manual and the Origins cutscenes. Oh, okay.
sounds cool. I didn't want this to be easy anyway.
How long has this stream been going on? I might save this island for another stream. Because I'm getting a little tired, gotta be honest. Tired and hungry. Oh, I will say, this island looks good when there isn't insane pop-up. I would say of all the islands, this probably has the worst pop-up. Like, yeah, like that, basically. It's weird, like, the terrain doesn't, like, pop up ever, but these little objects in the sky will pop up. And if this is, like... When this kind of pop-up happens on, like, the Switch, it's like, whatever, it's kind of expected, right? But on the PC, there should definitely be settings. I bet you there's already a mod to fix it. If nothing else, they should have done the thing Sonic R did, where, like, they had it, like, fade in. So instead of just popping up right there, they'd, like, slowly fade into existence. So it wouldn't be so jarring.
More Eggman tech. Looks like he was planning a full invasion. So where is he?
You're doing more than one island in a day makes of the fatigue, yeah. I enjoy playing the game, but like, yeah, it's definitely like a one island at a time kind of game. Had fun though. Hope you guys had fun too. And if you have not already seen it, I did upload today, did a review on Mario Kart 7. So even though I will be ending the stream, definitely check that out if you have not watched that yet. But thanks everyone for joining the stream. Sorry, it was like kind of just chill, a little brain dead. I don't stream that often, but